She was just a nanny, quiet, discreet, invisible to most. She spent her days caring for someone else's children, while secretly nurturing a dream. No one knew what she did with every penny she earned, or what she hid behind her calm smile and humble posture. Years passed, and then something unbelievable happened. The very house where she once served now had a new owner, and that owner was her. Stay until the end. The story you're about to hear will change the way you see effort, silence, and victory. Before we dive deeper into this incredible story, I'd like to ask you for a small favor. If you believe stories of perseverance and transformation deserve to be shared, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. This helps our content reach more people who, just like you, are looking for inspiration and want to change their financial lives. Here, every story is a lesson, and today's story will show you that even silence can hide a plan for victory. Her name was Clara. Young, simple, and full of responsibilities. She learned early on that life wouldn't be easy. With little education and no real opportunities, she took a job as a nanny in a wealthy family's home. The house was big, full of comfort, but none of it belonged to her. Every day, Clara woke up before the sun. She took 2 buses just to get to work. There, she cared for the children with patience, cleaned their toys, organized their rooms, and prepared snacks. She saw the best of life. From a distance, while she fed other people's children, there were times when there wasn't even food at her own table. But she never complained, never showed sadness. The family she worked for thought she was just another employee, someone ordinary, temporary, but Clara had something no one could see: silent determination. She observed everything, every detail of that house, every word spoken at dinner, every conversation about money, investments, success. While most ignored her, she was learning. And while she cared for that family's children with love deep in her heart, she kept a secret that would change everything. Clara didn't live in luxury, but she had something rare: discipline. While many spent what little they had on short-term pleasures, she did the opposite. She saved every penny. She tracked her expenses in an old notebook and used envelopes to organize her salary. She saved in every little way. She walked instead of taking the bus to save on fare, brought homemade meals instead of eating out, repaired her clothes rather than buying new ones. No one noticed. She never talked about it. Not even her family knew how much she was quietly saving. Clara had a goal. One day, she wanted to buy her own home, and not just any home. That home. The same one where she had worked, cried in silence, and dreamed of better days. While most saw just a nanny, she saw opportunities. She listened closely to conversations about the real estate market, picked up on investment tips her employers casually mentioned, and so, year after year, Clara was building something invisible to the eyes, but powerful enough not to be ignored by God: a future. After years of silent saving and sacrifices, the day nobody expected finally came. Clara had saved enough money to take a step that would change her life forever. She made an offer, not for just any house, but for the very house where she had worked all those years. The news hit like a bombshell among her former employers and neighbors. They couldn't believe that the humble, quiet nanny could buy that property. But Clara wasn't looking for approval. She was seeking justice. Justice for all the unseen effort, sleepless nights, hidden tears, and every small act nobody noticed. When the purchase was confirmed, emotions overwhelmed her. The house that once symbolized a world apart was now the home of her realized dreams. She had won, not only financially, but as a woman who refused to give up. And her story became an inspiration for anyone still fighting, even when it seems impossible. Clara's story teaches us that silence can be the greatest strength. That determination, even when unseen, turns dreams into reality. She shows us that it doesn't matter where you come from or the hardships you face. What matters is faith in your own potential and the courage to keep going even when no one is watching. Clara didn't need to shout her victory. She earned it with patience, sacrifice, and a lot of hope. And today, her life is a living example that with perseverance and a solid plan, the impossible can become possible. If you're going through tough times, remember, your story is still being written. Keep saving, learning, fighting, because one day, when you least expect it, you too can transform your reality. Clara's journey reminds us all that with quiet determination and patience, we can rewrite our futures. If her story inspired you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more real stories that show how anyone can change their financial life. Like this video to help us reach more people who are ready to take control of their money and their dreams. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an inspiring story or useful tip. And please share this video with someone who is also seeking financial freedom or wants to learn more about managing money. Leave a comment below. Tell us what part of Clara's story moved you the most. Together, we can build a community that supports each other on the path to success. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.